The Blue Bead by Norah Burke. It has 3 stories merged together. 3 कहानियां एक साथ मिला दी गई हैं. The first story is about the crocodile. So, the crocodile's mother had laid eggs long ago in the sand. The warmth of the sand incubated the egg, and the crocodile broke the egg and came out. As it is its nature, the crocodile was ready to snap or eat at anything it could, even so little at that time, okay, was ready to eat anything. And then it rushed towards its natural habitat, that is water. Now, since the crocodile was so small at that time, there was a danger for the crocodile to be eaten by the predator birds, and even in water also it was not easy for the crocodile to survive, being so little, because there will be carnivorous fish larger in size, and so they could even devour the crocodile too. But then it is said about the crocodile that it is an antediluvian saurian. Antediluvian is ancient, saurian is a reptile. It has a brainless craft. The body is without brain, but because of its ferocity, because of its might, its strength, its dangerous aspects, the crocodile had survived for centuries. The crocodile is also called as a juggernaut, so which means it is a formidable force, like unstoppable force. The crocodile is described twice the length of a man it has grown now, and it is so powerful and so strong that its hide, the skin is so strong, even if you shoot a bullet, that also would just bounce off. Only there are 2 points which are weaker points in the crocodile's body. Its eyes, and then just close to the end of its jaws, the lower part of the skin, there it is a little softer. The color of the crocodile is also described, so you have beautiful imagery by Norah Burke here. The crocodile is on the top, it's a brown color. The belly is white with a yellowish tinge, and there is greenish also, like a little of what you call as the algae, like sticking to its mouth or the body, since it stays stable for a long time. So my dear friends, this crocodile grows up, and then its eating habits are seem to be very gruesome. Okay, so it's a very dangerous kind of an animal, of course. Its long mouth seems to have, with a permanent smile fixed on his face, teeth, sharp and very strong jaws there. The crocodile has come from the deep waters, and it has come to the shallows in the river. Now, river bank, close to the river bank, where the water is shallow, the sun's rays penetrate the water level, and then the sand also is brightened up. So it is bright and yellow, and the sand has got tiny ripples because of the wave of the water in the river. And there are so many logs stuck to the rocks. So like a log itself, the crocodile has set itself. Since it has to keep its balance, it tiptoes, keeps moving its legs there, and remains like silent and stable and not moving at all. Only its eyes, bulged out eyes, and the nostrils, they are above the surface of water, breathing the forest air. So we are talking about the forest air here, and right now at this moment, he has swallowed some stones. We can see in his belly if we enter into his belly. Of course, we would not like to. So in his belly, there are some stones, and between those stones, there is one silver bracelet also. Might be eaten up some human being. Maybe, someone's fallen down, and while he swallowed the stones, the bracelet also entered into its belly. Now the question is, why stones? He swallows the stones so that the stones can crush the food he has eaten and help him in digestion. Strange. Yes, but this is true. The crocodile would hunt anything and everything, whatever he can kill, okay, but then he does not eat fresh. That's a strange habit, okay. It just would drag that particular prey or the dead body of the animal or human or whatever, okay. It could be even the, like parasite-laden dog, or maybe a skinny kind of old cow, anything, or a monkey or whatever, human beings also. and he would drag them and keep it somewhere in a hole so that the flesh becomes putrid, that is a little, what you call rotten, and then it becomes soft, so it is easy for the crocodile to digest. So these are the habits of the crocodile. This crocodile is a mugger crocodile, okay, and it is very much like its companions, nephews, we can say, the alligators, which are long snouted fish eating ghadials, okay. So they would be sunning in the on the bank of the river at times, but then a little sound will make them all pop into the water suddenly. Now this is the story of the crocodile, that the crocodile has survived, the danger since its childhood, and has survived now to become so strong and formidable force. So this is one story of the crocodile. Where is the crocodile right now? He is along the bank of the river. Now bank of the river, either side you see a trail, which means what? Human beings and animals, they cross the river at that point. Why? Because it is a ford, shallow water. Easy to cross, and that is the point where human beings or the animals, they cross. Very suitable site for the crocodile to hunt. And then the next story is about Sibia. Now who's this Sibia? Sibia is a small girl of 12 years old. She is described as a 12-year-old, woman child. Now why woman child? She is younger in age, therefore child. Woman because she does all the hard work that a grown-up woman would do. So this Sibia is seen to have come out from her hut in the jungle, in the forest. So she belongs to the family of the jungle dwellers. She comes out of her hut. Now you see there is some strange description here. The earth-colored body of Sibia, from the earth-made house is there, and then the cloth are actually the rags, the two pieces. So one piece is wrapped around her waist and other piece to cover the upper part of the body like a sari. Okay, that also is of earth color. Now what she is eating right at this moment, she has a chapati, okay, which is smeared with stale butter, khatta wala makhan, purana thoda ho jata hai to, smeared by stale butter, and she has broken it into two pieces. Rolls are, that is made into a roll. She has broken it into two pieces. Why? So that she can feel that she is eating more, two pieces, not just one, which tells us about their poverty. So this is one of the themes in the story, poverty. Now these jungle dwellers, they struggle a lot to survive in the forest, because that the forest is a dangerous place, wild animals are there, okay, but then they have to work harder, okay, as to survive, as to earn some money, as to live. So this is what you call as a struggle for survival. So we had one story about the crocodile, that also was a struggle for survival. Next story is about the jungle dwellers. Sibia belongs to the family of those people who live in the forest permanently in their small huts. They may have a few animals, so they have to feed the animals. What else do they do? These forest dwellers, they walk from their houses, cross the river, climb up the hill, and there is a cliff, steep slope. And on that cliff grows paper grass. Now these women, jungle dwellers, including Sibia and her mother, they go to that cliff and they will cut the paper grass. So what they need to cut the paper grass? A sickle, hasua bolte hain, that which is used in harvesting in the fields, and they will have a fork. Now there is a long stick with two arms like this. That fork is used as to, like after making a bundle of the grass, they would just fix it in that and lift the bundle of the grass on their shoulder, and they will carry it back home. So they are working very hard, almost the whole day they will be cutting the grass, making a bundle of it, bringing back to their home. What they do with that grass? They have to go outside the forest. A small town is there. There is an agent who buys all their grass. So now this grass will be sold to the agent. You see the difference. These people get too little money for that, just enough to survive. And that agent, he would sit on a silk and he would be having hookah, enjoying his life. Why? He's a middleman who buys the paper grass from the jungle dwellers and sells it to the paper factories, paper producing factories. And he earns a lot of commission in between. Next what? These people, since they live in the forest, bravery is a daily affair for them. Act of bravery is a daily affair for them. Meaning what? They are not afraid of things. They are careful, they know the ways of the jungle, and so they survive. And they are brave indeed. Now this is another part. About Sibia, there is a little more. Okay, the family of Sibia is so poor, they do not have enough money to buy a needle also. Their needle is broken. The question is, why needle is mentioned here? Because Sibia also wants to adorn herself. You know, girls, they want to decorate themselves, you know, with ornaments and all that, women and all. In general, that is talking about, you know, the India, what do you call, of the old times. And even now also, indeed. Yes, so what is it? That the women, they have bead necklaces made for themselves. What are these beads? They are seeds of various colors on different plants, found on different plants in the forest. They collect it. Since it is wooded and hard, they have to pierce a hole through that seed by heating the needle in the fire. And then they would string it to make a bead necklace, which is made of various colorful beads. Sibia also has a dream to decorate herself, to adorn herself with one such necklace. Her necklace is not yet complete, the needle is broken, and they don't have money to buy it. It is said that though she lives in poverty, but it is not that she does not know what is the finesse or finery of life. She has visited to the, the bazaar, the market outside the forest. There she has seen so many different stalls, and among those many stalls, one thing has attracted her more is the necklace, that stall, which is full of, the blown glass beads. Okay, the description of the market is also given there vividly, very clearly. The bull, which is, kicking in the dust, the stinking people, beetle chewing and spitting here and there. There is one Kashmir merchant from Kashmir who has come to sell valuables. Okay, and silk to the bungalows he is going, and he has got some valuable gems also in a box. He has got some clock also, the bird comes out and chirps, okay, when button is pressed, and then so many other such things are there. Third story is about the Gujars. The Gujars, they are there, vagabonds. They are moving from one place to other. So these have they make temporary camps in one part of the forest now, and after a few days they will shift to some other part of the forest. Now what is their work? They are better off than the jungle dwellers. Okay, because they keep moving, they have a business, flourishing business. What is their business? They have animals, they have buffaloes. So they get milk from those, okay, and they sell milk and butter and other things to the nearby villages outside the forest. So they earn money. They even sell small buffaloes, calves, to the tiger hunters who want to use the calves to lure the tiger. The calf will be tied somewhere and the tiger will see that there is something which I can eat, and the moment he jumps on the calf, he will be shot down by the hunter. So they even sell it out and earn money. So these people are well to do. How do we know? That the Gujar women's, they have the silver anklets there, they have necklaces there, and they have the metal gharas, metal pots. Okay, so they are definitely, richer people than these jungle dwellers who use earthen pots mostly. And then there is a camp close by the jungle dwellers' village in the forest. Okay, so this is the third story. And then these three stories meet together how and when. Let us check it out quickly. Sibia has gone to the cliffs to cut the paper grass. From there, when she looks down towards the river from a high up, she looks down to the river. She feels as if she is a bird who's flying and seeing everything. So from there, she sees those beaches, sandy beaches on the bank of the river where she used to play when she was even younger. She even remembers of one of the cavulets, small caves above the level of water in the river. Even when it is flooded, above the level of that, there are small cavulets. She has made some bowls there, earthen bowls, and she had kept it to dry. She doesn't want her mother to know about it, and that is why perhaps. Okay, and so she has a wish that she would be coloring it, with various colors when it is all dry, and then she can use it. So when she is looking, instead of cutting grass, her mother scolds her and she starts cutting grass again. Once they have finished, they made it into bundles, and all the women, they come back. While going, these women, they were chitter-chattering and talking noisily. Okay, even louder they become when they are crossing the river because of the sound of the water rushing down the rocks. Okay, so the crocodile, he is afraid of sound, noise. So the crocodile doesn't move. While they return, again they are noisy, so the crocodile doesn't move. But Sibia, she was a little tired. She stopped, she kept the bundle on a rock on the other side of the river. Okay, and that's the time when from the Gujar camp, one woman comes and she, tries to fill the water from the river. That's the moment for the crocodile. And the crocodile jumps at her. Sibia looks, sees that, and she has to save this Gujar woman. She is a very brave girl. She just takes the fork in her hand and she jumps from one rock to the other rock. And she, tries to save the Gujar woman. The crocodile, lashes its tail as to kill Sibia, but Sibia saves herself. At that time what she thinks? Those ghadas or the pots, when they are bobbing into the water and moving away, flowing down the river, she is worried about that, sad about the loss of the precious ones. But see the dangerous situation, and even then also she is worried about the pots. Then what she does, she aims right, and one of the arms of the prongs of the fork straight goes into the eyes of the crocodile. It writhes in pain, half of the body comes out of water, and then it slides into the water, leaving the Gujar woman. Okay, and Sibia knows that the crocodile will die after some time. She leaves the Gujar woman to the camp. They make arrangements to take her to the hospital, and Sibia comes back to pick up her fork and the grass bundle, and there where the crocodile was, she finds a blue bead. The mother is coming, looking for her. It is dark already, and she says, "What happened?" Sibia says, "Something really happened. See, I found the blue bead." What is this blue bead? It was the neck of a glass bottle, perhaps rolling down. It has become round, and there is already a hole. She doesn't need the needle also. Her necklace will be complete. That's all about the story. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Thank you very much.